two starts going to pick it as they go towards flight number 1. Fratas is the first to show on the run towards the first. Plenty keen to be alongside though, and Enfranchise jumped it quickly and landed in front as they race now towards the turn. Miss Fury surrendered a bit of ground. Barry didn't see what happened at the start, but Miss Fury's a good way adrift.
She just didn't seem to go forward at all. When Jake Cohn gave her a squeeze to go, she was going more backwards than forwards, and they said it was exaggerated by the pace they're going, because early especially they were clocking 35 mile an hour at one point.
Yeah, and still are as they go down the hill. So now Fratas and Jordan Gainford, you're just going to see him try and settle Fratas a little and conserve as Enfranchise leads the main body of the field. Radar ahead is back on third. Miss Dishy and Killinure Lass is towards the outside. Good few of them keeping wide. Carried with Love with the same, and then Belle the Tigress. Just inside these is Leah's Contessa. Billie Frechette is just in behind, and further back to Redwood Queen as they land out over the flight before they turn into the straight. Miss Fury's caught up the ground on the inside of Red Ball of Fire, and towards the back is Johnny Jules. Racing now on the turn into the straight, and it's Fratas who leads them in with Enfranchise in second. Right over towards the inside is Far From Nowhere, Leah's Contessa. Right up there too, Radar ahead is close to the pace. They're chased by Carried with Love the Grey. And this one's outside Miss Dishy with Killinure Lass, and then Redwood Queen and Billie Frechette. And towards the inside with Leah's Contessa tracking it is Cleopatra's Needle. Towards the back of the field is Jolie Jules, who's towards the outside of Red Ball of Fire, and tucked away on the inside is Miss Fury. So they're racing now to make their way on towards the flight past the stands, and it is Fratas who leads them by, being followed by Enfranchise in second, jumping at third, Radar ahead. Just jumping across into Radar ahead a little is Sea of Doubt as they race into the turn. Fratas going to lead them round. Still a good gap back to the Enfranchise who leads the rest, Barry.
Yeah, and Enfranchise travels sweetly with Danny Mullins, even a fraction too much at times. You can see Danny is perched up and she's taken a little bit of a hold. They're going a nice even pace, if you like. I thought Carried with Love, Mark Walsh just had to give a little hurry up to her at the back of the last hurdle of jump.
Fratas going to lead out over this one from Enfranchise, who raced at that a little bit but came away from it in front of Far From Nowhere, who's racing in third, and fourth Radar ahead, and they're being followed by Sea of Doubt, who's next as they go to rise over the middle flight along this section as they make their way on towards the inside. Next behind these is Cleopatra's Needle.
You can see just Danny Mullins on Enfranchise. Every time he gets her settled on the approach to her, but as she lands, she's straight into his hands. She's burning up precious energy in doing this, so Danny needs, even at this stage, hoping that she can just relax and give herself every chance.
Third last flight, Fratas still leads, and Enfranchise is still wide. Right up there in the centre is Belle the Tigress, with alongside this one Radar ahead, Sea of Doubt, and then towards the outside Killinure Lass. Close behind them, Leah's Contessa is ridden towards the outside of Far From Nowhere. Miss Dishy is just behind the leaders. Carried with Love is next. Billie Frechette has a good wall of horses ahead, travelling well too. Jolie Jules has plenty to pass but travels strongly. Miss Fury's on the back of them, and Red Ball of Fire is ridden along down the hill they go, right into the dip. Plenty with chances in the mare's Handicap, and it's Fratas on the inside. Belle the Tiger one off the rail. Sheepskin Noseband is next of Enfranchise. Wider again, getting right into it is Sea of Doubt, and wider again is Killinure Lass on the right of picture. Redwood Queen and Rob James getting right into contention as well. Carried with Love is just behind them with Radar ahead, and then Fratas is dropped back. Trying to get into it too is Cleopatra's Needle down the inside. Any one of 8 or 10 or more as the leader makes a mistake, and now Enfranchise tries to take over the lead. Enfranchise just with Belle the Tigress. Killinure Lass moving through on the inside is Cleopatra's Needle. Redwood Queen is ridden. Just behind them Jolie Jules has got to about 5th or 6th but no further. Billie Frechette has got through but more to do at the final flight. Cleopatra's Needle over on the far side. Enfranchise in the centre of the sheepskin. Little between them. It's Enfranchise and Danny Mullins with Cleopatra's Needle and Patrick O'Brien over on the far side. And Cleopatra's Needle now is beginning to draw clear. Cleopatra's Needle's gone 3 or 4 clear for the Harry Rogers team, and Cleopatra's Needle takes the Tote Players Handicap from Billie Frechette, who stayed on for second. Enfranchise was next. Close forward, Killinure Lass in front of Jolie Jules, and then the break to Miss Fury, who stayed on well. Back behind these were Redwood Queen, and they were chased in by Carried with Love. And next up was Miss Dishy. Good break back to Far From Nowhere, dropped out. Fratas, not surprisingly, dropped right out, and Leah's Contessa was the final finisher. But right down the bottom of the card, in the colours of the Nap Racing Syndicate, trained by Ari Rogers, ridden by Patrick O'Brien, bred by Godolphin, it was Cleopatra's Needle who won well, Barry.
Yeah, a good performance. Patrick O'Brien gave a lovely ride. There was plenty of horses in with a chance turning in, and just produced it with a well-timed challenge and picked up and galloped all the way to the line, and he made great value of his £7 claim. So he was in there with a nice weight, 10 stone, less than £7 or £5 should I say.
So Cleopatra's Needle, who is 2 from 36, now 3 from 37. A winner on the flat at Navan off 47. You can see just took the inside route when many chose to come wider in this contest.
You're going wide over fresher ground. You know, you're right if you go in and you're right if you go out. You know, if you win, you were justified. I thought Danny Mullins gave the runner a chance to finish having running keen, but the winner just quickens again at this point. Finds that little bit of extra, pulls away. Miss Fury stayed on from a long way back, but you'd be impressed with the winner. Good performance. A great result for Harry Rogers as well. Small trainer. Good to see some of the smaller outfits winning some of the prizes here this week.
Yes, and as I said, a winner off 47 on the flat, 1 from 7 over hurdles. That was in Fairyhouse back in October. Has 1 off 87 and 98. Now winning off 102, and you'd imagine a little bit more come still from Cleopatra's Needle. Another big race success for Harry Rogers. He's a DRF winner a couple of years ago as well. He gets a share of winners, and I think Katie is almost set to go with Patrick O'Brien.
Patrick, well done, absolutely bolted up.
Yeah, won well, had a nice position the whole way. Harry just said get her relaxed and creep away, and she relaxed and I crept away, and she was good to the line.
She was, but all the gaps opened up. You were banging down the paint every step of the way. She jumped super and it opened up like the Red Sea for you.
Exactly, yeah, I just thought I'd keep it simple and I got all the gaps and it worked, yeah.
10 stone on her back when you're 5 pounds off it, and made all the difference as well. Fantastic to have a winner here at the festival on RTE for you, Patrick.
Yeah, big deal now. I'm a bit shocked to be honest, but really enjoyed it, yeah.
Tell us about yourself. Where are you based and how old are you and where are you from and all the rest of it?
23, North County Dublin, with Dermot McLaughlin, Gavin Cromwell, Bill Durkins, Henry Rams, and bit of pieces everywhere.
Have saddle will travel.
Exactly, to try to spread myself around. It's working well, and my agent Gary Cribben got me on this lad and got me a nice ride tomorrow, and he's doing a marvellous job and I can't thank him enough. Absolutely
brilliant. And have you ridden her work at all for Harry anywhere?
No, never sat in her to be honest, but I was speaking to Kieran Buckley and Sean Flanagan inside, and Harry Rogers filled me with loads of confidence, so happy to take the chance and it worked.
Is there anyone here from your family today?
No, not today. A few friends come up in the car with me, alright. I'm sure they'll get a good kick out of it.
Well, it'll be a short drive home.
That's for sure. Thanks, Katie.
What are you riding tomorrow, Patrick?
Lord Erskine in the Galway hurdle.
Oh, that'll be a fantastic spin for Harry again.
Harry again. I was sat in him there the other day and he seems well, so fingers crossed.
He bolted up in Killarney the last day as well.
He did, yeah, and sure, fingers crossed we need a bit of luck, but we'll see.
Oh, well, sure, everyone needs luck in that race, but if you get the same luck tomorrow that you got today, who knows?
For sure, yeah.
Patrick, well
Cheers,
done.
Katie, thanks.
Well done to Patrick. He's a tall guy, but he claimed 5 off 10 stone here. He's obviously very light and he's game as a pebble up the inside. Lisa, he got a dream run round, but he had a brave deputy with him.
Yeah, a very genuine mare underneath him, Jane. Obviously, he travelled really, really well. This is a mare who's had some good form on the flat as well. Obviously, he's been runner-up her last twice, but she seemed to really enjoy today's conditions. I thought she had a little bit more on her plate today, but obviously she proved that she's well capable of this kind of a grade. Fantastic for Harry Rogers and his team. Harry actually won a Galway hurl here back many moons ago. I think in 1988 it was on Try a Brandy. But I mean, it's fantastic to have these kind of horses and these kind of winners, because Harry, albeit a small outfit, he does extremely well with what he has, and no season goes by without him having some big handicap winners along the way.
And he can keep them evergreen, Ruby. 12-year-old Lord Erskine tomorrow.
It's great to be among two historians. You're going on about 150 years ago. Lisa's reminiscing about 38 years ago. I'm just, you know, I'm feeling,
so you're only
I'm feeling
a young
privileged. I'm feeling privileged to be between the two of you, so I am. But to answer Richard Pugh's question, I definitely wouldn't have picked this one before the race, so I'm
That's
not going
very honest of you.
to claim a 22-1 shot after the race.
Well, the Nap Racing Syndicate, I know that will get a great thrill out of this. Brian will catch up with them momentarily. This was a big competitive fillies field. The bottom weight has taken it, and I'm sure Lord Erskine will have his supporters tomorrow, with Paddy taking that £5 off. Ruby, it was no obvious excuses for the market protagonists. They were all there with 2 to run.
Yeah, they were, but the one that was definitely unlucky, Jane, comes at the top, and that's Miss Fleury. Barry mentioned it in commentary. You can see her here in the middle in the purple colours with the red cap, and to be honest with you, it looks like she just doesn't want to go. She's in a good position to jump off.
She was running with first time cheapies, and I just wondered maybe she didn't face them.
It's quite possible that she didn't, but she looks like she's every opportunity to go, Barry, and when the tape goes up, watch her, she just backs out and drops completely off the back of them. So I don't really can't explain why she did that, but she definitely didn't give herself much opportunity. But it was a good bit of riding from Patrick O'Brien. If we flick on to the home turn, you'll see this now in a second. He's right down the inside, and watch how he goes through on the inside of Dara O'Keefe away from the back of this hurdle. Dara's in front of Belle the Lioness. Now Dara doesn't want Patrick coming there. Dara's coming back in, but Patrick is going to get through on the inside. Watch how tight he gets to the railing. Dara's closing the door, but it's too late to close it. Patrick's already there, and he gets through. Good and brave. He doesn't back out and gets in on Dara's inside. But I should have closed the door earlier, Dara. Patrick O'Brien got there.
He had to get there too. He was lucky too.
If you're going to go, make sure they don't know you're coming. Be there before they realise it.
But above all, he got squeezed, but he wasn't intimidated. He kept going forward. He fought his corner. He got his gap. Dara did, and watch Dara dropping away. Dara didn't have the horse to close the door on him, really.
And I think in those situations as well, you need a brave horse underneath you to go there too, because when they're getting a bit squeezed up, you don't want them to back out. You want them to go forward.
Put it this way, Miss Fury wouldn't have gone into the gap.